Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a busy week. Astral is releasing, so we're packing stuff up, getting things shipped out. Not really, because I'm filming this in the past, like last week, and this is releasing Thursday, so technically I haven't shipped anything yet, because that's why I'm filming this early, so I can ship stuff. So for anyone who orders from us at BulbaCards.com, where MSRP is always guaranteed or lower, as we try to stay with market pricing. Anytime there's a pre-order, we typically get the items 2 days before, so usually on a Wednesday, and then we ship the same day and get it out. So we're filming this in advance, so if new data's come out, my apologies. I'm not much of a future teller, okay? If I was, I'd be very wealthy at holding the Pokemon products, but I'm not. So in this segment, what we're going to do is actually look at the cards in the set, not the products themselves, right? So it don't matter, what product it is. It could be a 3-pack blister, check clean blister. If it's like a fantastic set, right? Like let's say base set, right? If you see a base set check clean blister pack on Walmart's hanger, it don't matter if there's the promo card costs you $1. You're like, that's a ripoff. It's a freaking base set. Grab it and go, right? So that's kind of the idea of this set. This video is to take a look at the set itself, separate from the products, right? So let's take a look at the data we have right now. When I say data, I mean I'm looking at this live with you, right? So we're gonna do this one now, and then probably in about a month to 2 months, we'll come back and revisit this video, okay? And we can mock how inaccurate I am with all this information. So comment down below if you think in the future I'm gonna get it right or get it wrong, okay? So let's take a look at the top cards right now in the set. We have the Dialga Origin Form Alt Art, okay? Market price right now is $139, as low as $126 on TCG Player, okay? Now, keep in mind, this is a week before release. Now, at the same time, tons of pre-releases have been opened at local LGSs. The local LGSs actually get to sell early, even their normal items, not just their pre-release boxes, right? They can start selling everything early. So there is quite a bit more out in the wild, but not as much as there will be, okay? That's something to keep in mind. For instance, with Brilliant Stars, that Charizard Rainbow V-Star was worth a lot more than the alt art was before release. I think it was like, what, 320, 280, something like that. And then as soon as release date hit, you seen that thing drop down to 200, right? It's because the mass quantity of people haven't began opening and getting the product, okay? I'm a store, and I haven't even got mine yet. I won't get mine till the day before you're watching this, so Wednesday, right? So you have a lot of places that don't want to have the product yet. So these numbers are typically always higher than what they will be the day of release or a few days after, right? So I would say usually within a week, you will see the prices bottom out. And then what will happen is the prices will slowly creep back up until wave 2 hits. Then wave 2 hits, they typically go at the all-time low, right? When wave 2 hits, whatever the lowest amount it hits, it typically doesn't go much lower than that. It will stagnate, it will stay there, and then slowly creep its way back up, okay? One thing I like about pre-release info, I usually take it from like the week before. If you go like 2 weeks, 3 weeks before, I think I've seen some of the Dialgas selling for like $300-400, which I don't think it will ever sell like that again. But you take like today is Sunday, look about a week before release, and to me, that is a good sign of what to expect of these cards in the future. So my guess is this card will probably be about $80 to $60 by wave 2, and then after 2-3 months of a release, this card will probably creep back up to the 126, 139, right? So to me, it's a good indicator after that initial drop when release happens, what it will climb back up to in its potential, right? Again, that's headcanon. Completely wrong on that. I've looked at quite a bit of data and seen that pattern, but could always be wrong. So we have the Dialga is 126. As low as, I'm sorry, market price is $139. The Origin Form Palkia is $89 market price, but as low as $125, right? So that's one reason it can be hard to tell because TCG really don't have all their prices equationed out yet, right? So those are the two that's above $80, right? If you guys know me, we did a Battle Styles video a couple weeks ago, and the way I like to look at a set is, first thing I look at is how many cards are over $80, right? Because a booster box typically costs $80 wholesale, right? If cards are worth more than that wholesale, that's pretty good, right? The more cards you have over that wholesale price, the better the set is, okay? If all cards are below that, that really hurts a set because that means no matter what cards you pull, you can't make your money back off one card. Now, again, you can multiple cards, the bulk and all that, you can figure it out and sell for more, but that's what really gets people to rip open a box, is when one card is worth more than the entire box itself, because if they get that, they feel like they got their monies back, plus all the other Vs and all the other cards they get out of the set. So that's the big payoff. When a set doesn't have that, it really doesn't feel like it's worth buying booster boxes. So this set has two for now, right? We'll revisit in a few months. And then the third card immediately drops down to 68. Okay, so that's the first thing I look at. How many cards over $80? Now, from the data we ran last time, I believe Chilling Reign currently has 3 cards over $80. So that already means this has dropped below Chilling Reign, which isn't good. Now, I think Chilling Reign's underrated. We discovered that in the Is Battle Styles Underrated video that I'll put a link down below in. And I actually found out Chilling Reigns is even more underrated. But after that, we have the Gold Star, not the Gold Star, the Gold V-Star Palkia. Then the Machamp, I can never say his name right. Is it Machamp or Machamp? Machamp Alt Art, that one's 69. Market rate is 49. The Rainbow Palkia, the Gold Samurott V-Star, Alt Art, right? So, second thing I like to look at is how many cards over $10 is there. So let's count it up. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, it looks like we got 48. Sorry, I went quiet. I'm horrible at counting, guys, and talking at the same time. Or if people talk to me, I'm like, shh. Okay? I'm the worst counter. So we have 48 cards at $10 or more. Okay? That's pretty high. Again, I expect half of those to fall below $10 after release. Okay? Like Verizon, right? That's what I like to call it. Lizardon Andrew has a video on that where he calls him Verizon. It's hilarious. But like him, it's $13 right now. I guarantee that's going to drop down to $5 for the full art. Okay. So my guess, 24 cards above $10 by release day. Okay. So 2 cards above 80, and then we'll have 24 by release day. That would put this set above Battle Styles, but below Chilling Reigns. Okay, Chilling Reigns is 3 above 80, and then it has 37 above $10. And that one's still widely available, right? So it's pretty comparable. I know you could say, well, it's out of print, but you can still pretty much find it anywhere at almost market price. So that would rank it above Battle Styles, but below Chilling Reigns. So that would put it at the 4th best set out right now, okay? Now, this also has a trainer gallery, okay? So let's hop on over to that, because right now we're just looking at the general cards in the set. Now, this set also has special cards called Radiant cards, okay? This is the, let's take a look real quick. It looks like we have the Radiant Pokemon that we haven't looked at, which is the first set. This is the first set that's going to have Radiant Pokemon. That is Radiant Heatran, Radiant Greninja, and Radiant Hawlucha, right? These are actually the first time we've ever had these type of cards. Essentially, I want you to think of them like the amazing rares from Vivid Voltage, right? So this set's kind of mixing the trainer gallery from Brilliant Stars and the amazing rares from Vivid Voltage. So that's pretty cool. So making sure that's something Pokemon's been doing real good at lately, is making sure you're getting your money's worth of what you're buying. So we all have the Radiant cards, but then we'll also have the Trainer Gallery card. Now this one is a little harder to gauge because TCG player don't have the prices up yet. So we're going to just have to wing it on the prices of these cards. Now, something I noticed while doing this is Brilliant Stars did Battle Styles Trainer Gallery with the Vs. This one's doing Chilling Reigns. So I have a feeling the next one's going to be, well, let's save that for another video. So essentially we're looking at a lot of Chilling Reigns cards in the Trainer Gallery here. So we have the value already from the normal cards. Now let's look at the Trainer Gallery here, right? So my prediction on the cards that are going to be worth the most, my guess will probably be the Zacian V from the Trainer Gallery, Shadow Rider and Ice Rider Calyrex V Maxes, and then the Vs as well of those. And then probably just below that will probably be the Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. Garchomp is pretty popular, so Garchomp will probably be up there. Zacian is a very heavily playable card, so we're probably going to see more decks using that again. And then we have the black cards, which honestly they don't do too well. I always thought they would. And then we have the base trainer galleries, which those will probably be probably below $5, $5 or below. However, let's just take a look at these full arts from the trainer. My guess again will probably be the highest one. Might be the Zacian. If not the Zacian, it'll be the Ice Riders, right? Those are the big cards in Chilling Reigns, and those probably going to be the big ones in the trainer gallery here. So my guess would probably be $20 to $25 for each of the VMAXs of the Calyrexes, and then probably 20-ish for the Vs whenever release date happens. Could be higher, could be lower, but I have a feeling that's going to be the average there. And then the Galarian Birds will probably be about 15, possibly 20. Same thing with Zacian. I don't see them going much higher than that, right? I personally think the trainer gallery for Astral Radiance is better than Brilliant Stars. However, Brilliant Stars had the Umbreon, which was selling for $80 at one point, I believe, and then I think now it's like not $140, it's like $44, $40. And then the Sylveon as well, which is about, I think that one's going for $24, $28. And we all know EVs are like the most popular Pokemon sell very well. So I don't see Ice Rider and Shadow Rider hitting those numbers. So my guess is 25 to 20. So let's count that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe Zamazenta might be above $10. 9. And then 10 for Garchomp. I don't see Starmie staying above $10. I think that's going to drop. Same thing with all the trainer cards. So let's add that to that 28 number we had, that 24 number we had earlier. So 34 cards. So we're going to have 34 cards over the $10 mark. Once again, made up in my head. But it's going to become a reality, I promise you. No, but just made up in my head there. So we're going to have 34 cards, probably at release, above $10. And then the 2 above $80. So I honestly want to say this will be a better set than Brilliant Stars, but we know how people are about Charizard, right? I would say that's really what saves Charizard. I know it's not a fair comparison. Oh, take the best cards out of a set and then compare it. That's horrible. I'm personally just not a Charizard fan. So I would honestly, I like the card arts overall more in Astral Radiance, okay? I love that Beedrill. I love the Lilligant. Palkia, I'm not a big fan of that artwork. The Pokemon isn't front and center. It's a little crazy looking. It's very artistic. I'll give them that. Very clever, but not a big fan. He is the master of space, so that makes sense why it's all distorted. Machamp's awesome. Sneasel's pretty good. The Dialga one, it's better than the Palkia, but it's still not my cup of tea. So pretty good cards. The ones I loved and Brilliant were the Luminium and the Honchkrow, right? So that's only two I really wanted out of that set. This has double that. But my favorite thing out of these are actually the full arts, right? The full arts are looking fantastic. That Jirachi, right, we'll put here somewhere on the screen. I just love the coloring of that card. That background just perfect. The Weirdeer looks good. I just love the backgrounds they're doing here, right? The colors are amazing. The Beedrill looks great. But then also just the V cards. Like, have you guys noticed the V cards arts here? Heatran, look at that card. Like, it has the flames flying up on the card. It looks beautiful. I mean, just for a regular V card, that's a really nice card. And then we have the Machamp V and the Sneasel V. If the V cards, and the Samurott, that one's amazing looking. If the V cards were to look like this in base set, Rebel Clash, I would honestly say, keep these around. I actually not a big fan of just regular V card arts because typically it's just a 3D model and that's it. But recently they're just knocking out these V cards, right? Sitting here looking at them now, the Decidueye, it looks like it's kicking the screen. They're really hitting it out of the park with these card arts. Not just the not just the alt arts, but just the V's as well. The Luxray, I love the texture on its fur and everything. Cleaver V, I can sit here and just list every single V in the set and tell you how nice it looks, but I'm sure you guys have better things to do than that. So me personally, I'm liking Astral Radiance more. I'm really liking the card arts. I think it's looking much better than Brilliant, but those Charizards really bump the chase value of Brilliant Stars. And then also in Astral Radiance, I think the trainer gallery is better. There's more cards you can get that look way better. Yes, you had the Umbreon and Sylveon, but I think the card arts of the Calyrexes look better. Same thing with the Legendary Bird Trio. I'm really liking Astral Radiance trainer gallery. So I honestly would tie this with Brilliant Stars. If you haven't got the set yet, you can go to our website and get it now. I believe we're out of booster boxes, but we have wave 2 of the booster boxes, which are $0 down. Essentially, we'll just reserve your box, and when release happens, if you don't want it, you don't have to buy it. If you want it, it's all yours, right? And then we stick around market price for that too. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm hoping I'm sharing some stuff with you here. I personally think this is going to be a great set. I think it's going to be the second best set of Sword and Shield, tied right there with Brilliant Stars, depending on your cup of tea. Are you just looking for the dollar value, which would probably put Brilliant Stars above for you, or are you someone who wants a general value out of their pulls, right? $10 or above. That's why I rank the two separate, because some people just want the big hit cards, right? So it could have, for instance, Champion's Path. The one VMAX Charizard, right? People get that. That's a $280 card. Boom, right? People are happy. However, there's only one other card that's above $10. So it's like, if you don't get that chase card, which is a very small percentage, you're basically not getting anything else. I like sets more like this, where there's a high range of dollar value, right? Having, 34 cards above $10, that's going to give you a lot more positive reinforcement while opening packs versus just that one card, which you're most likely not going to get very often. So those are the sets I like. So that's why I would say this is a number 2 for me. But value-wise and just database-wise, it's right there with Brilliant Stars on value. I'm sorry, on top sets, right? Well, guys, that's basically it. So this is the new segment we're going to be doing on each set, just ranking out the cards. And what we'll do in about a month or two, once wave 2 drops, we'll give it a week or two to stabilize. We'll come back and review this video and see how accurate I was on my predictions, right? Again, don't take this as gospel, but from the patterns I've seen from other sets, that's typically how I see things work. So don't forget to put a like and subscribe if you like hearing me ramble all day. That really helps out the channel. It really helps out the store. And I just love interacting with you guys. So let me know your opinions, and I will respond and start up a conversation with you. Don't forget to check out BulbaCards.com, and I will see you guys next time.